Good evening, everyone, and welcome to your Wednesday virtual pub quiz with NYC Trivia League and Quiz Night America. My name is Meredith. I'm going to be your host tonight. Thank you so much for being here. Hope you all are doing well. Come get signed up for this evening's game by coming to this website, quiz.nyctrivialeague.com. Once you get there, you'll notice that we're looking for a few basic sign-up details from you tonight, which include a team name, followed by an email address, and then you're going to find a drop-down menu that asks you whether you are or are not a part of the league. It is only week 2 of season 64 of NYC Trivia League, which means it's an excellent time to get signed up for the league. And you can do so simply by selecting the option that says, yes, I'm in the league. Then we'll keep track of your scores every single time you play, and we can see how you stack up against the other teams who are playing with us this season. May as well do it. Come join us. Tonight, we're going to be playing 4 rounds of trivia. Our first 3 topics are question and answer style rounds, and our 4th and final theme of the night is a picture round. So naturally, that means the majority of this quiz is made up of question and answer style rounds. Here's how those are going to work. I will ask you a question out loud. As I ask that question, you're going to be able to see it written out in text directly on your virtual answer sheet at quiz.nyctrivialeague.com, so you can see the questions as I ask them. Some of the questions may have multiple choice options, but the vast majority of our questions this evening will be short answer in their structure. Your goal then is to enter in the response that you believe to be correct, and then to click the button that says Submit Answers before your 20-second countdown timer expires. There is a countdown timer accompanying each of the 10 questions in these first 3 rounds of the game. So keep an eye out for the countdown timer and just make sure that you click submit before it's too late. Imagine a scenario in which you've entered in a response and you realize it's wrong and you know what the answer is. Please, by all means, update your response and send over the most recent answer that you have to me by clicking submit. Just make sure that you submit again before the countdown timer expires. In the event that you spell something incorrectly, it's not a huge deal. I am able to see what you've put as your responses, and I'll do my very best to ensure that if you deserve to get a point, you get that point. If you're just joining us, hello there, welcome, happy Wednesday. Hope you're doing well. Come play this virtual trivia game with us. This is the website to come to get signed up for the game, quiz.nyctrivialeague.com. When you get there, you're going to see 3 items that we need from you. The first of which is a team name. The second is an email address. And lastly, we're going to ask you whether you are or are not a part of the league. Once again, it's only week 2 of season 64, meaning it's an excellent time to click that button that says, yeah, I'm in the league. And let's check in with our standings thus far. After 1 week, our top teams, Team 578 crushed it last week with a nearly perfect score, 39 out of a possible 40, and a bunch of teams right now tied in that 7th spot. Swearwolves, Team Cockroach, Think Pony Club. Great first week to all of these teams. If you don't see yourself up here and you're wondering, where do we stand so far? It's just been 1 week, but you can head on over to nyctrivialeague.com/standings for a full rundown. If you're just joining, hello there and welcome. Come on over to quiz.nyctrivialeague.com to get signed up for this evening's virtual pub quiz. Back to the structure of our game. Once we get through the first 3 question and answer rounds, we're going to close out the game with a picture round. The picture round is structured differently than those first 3 categories. I'm not going to bore you with the details now. Let's talk about it when we get there. Stay tuned for breaking news about the picture round. Before we get into round number 1, I do have 2 simple rules for this game. The first rule and most important rule of trivia, there is no cheating in this game. Please Don't look the answers up. It's as simple as that. Rule number 2, do not give away the answers in the chat. Love hearing from you all in the chat. Please keep the conversation flowing here this evening. Just kindly refrain from spoiling things for others in the chat. And with that, we're going to dive into our first round of the night. This is your last opportunity to get signed up before we dive into round number 1. So come on down to quiz.nyctrivialeague.com, and you will be joining these 33 illustrious trivia teams from New York City and around the world. Our first team to get signed up tonight, welcome to the Mountaineer. Down to our most recent team to join us, Spooning leads to Forking. Welcome to those 2 teams and every team in between. Best of luck in the game tonight. Our first category of the evening, we are talking all about florals for trivia. Groundbreaking. A reference, of course, to The Devil Wears Prada. This round, all about flowers. Here's how it's going to work. In this first category, each correct answer will feature the name of a type of flower. Here's number 1. The TV series Desperate Housewives was set in the fictional town of Fairview in the fictional Eagle State on what fictional street? That street central to Desperate Housewives was called Wisteria Lane. 65% of you got this first one right. Excellent start. Question number 2. What is the first name of the main character in the musical Gypsy? An overbearing stage mother played by Broadway greats like Ethel Merman, Patti LuPone, and Audra McDonald. That stage mother character, most recently played by Audra McDonald, is Rose. Mama Rose, your correct answer for number 2. Question number 3. Owned by parent company Nestle, what food manufacturer produces the breakfast essentials powder that is mixed with milk to make a protein shake? Owned by Nestle, the makers of breakfast essentials. are named Carnation. 81% of you familiar with that brand. Well done. Question number 4. What colorful predatory marine invertebrates from the order Actiniaria often live in mutually beneficial relationships with animals like clownfish? Those invertebrates are better known as sea anemones. Anemone, a type of flower. In fact, sea anemones named for their resemblance to the flower. Question 5. The logo for what ice cream brand, established in 1907, features a graphic of a child walking a cow on a rope? That ice cream brand, established in 1907, that shares a name with a type of flower, is Bluebell. Bluebell, a type of flower. It doesn't have a space like the ice cream brand, but same sounds and words. Question 6. What 1991 children's book by Kevin Henkes tells the story of a young mouse made fun of by her classmates for her long name? I loved this book when I was a kid. I remember learning how to spell the name as I was reading it over and over. That mouse is named Chrysanthemum. Chrysanthemum. Whether you spelled it correctly or not, as long as I could tell you're saying chrysanthemum, you got that point. Question number 7. What is the name of Katy Perry and Orlando Bloom's daughter, born in 2020? If you didn't know, hopefully you were able to narrow it down by figuring out some flowers that maybe haven't come up in this round yet and also are first names. Or maybe you thought back to when Katy Perry went to space for a minute and she brought a flower with her, which happened to be a tribute to her daughter. Daisy is your correct answer. Daisy Dove Bloom. Question number 8. What character was portrayed by Naomi Scott in a 2019 Disney live action remake? Sharing a name with a plant known for its fragrant flowers. In that remake of Aladdin, it's Princess Jasmine that was played by Naomi Scott. And of course, starring in the original Aladdin as the genie is none other than our theme for season 64. You have just been Robin. That's right. Every single time you play with us in season 64, you are going to be Robin. Robin Williams will be coming up in every single game. Looking forward to it. Question number 9. Who was the first Native American person to be nominated for the Academy Award for Best Actress? Nominated for Killers of the Flower Moon, it's Lily Gladstone. Your correct response for number 9. And on to our final question of round number 1. What Goo Goo Dolls song that peaked at number 9 on the US Billboard Hot 100 chart was written for the soundtrack to the 1998 movie City of Angels? It's the Goo Goo Dolls' signature song. It's so good. It's Iris, your correct answer for number 10. 76% of you got it right, and that does bring us to the end of round number 1. Let's check in with our standings, see how it's going thus far. Right now, we've got a tie in 6th place with 9 points between Teutonic Titwillows. Winning is overrated, the Oslo Condition, and the Mountaineer. And tied for the lead right now, these teams have perfect scores. 10 for 10. We've got Barf. 2 for the drinks, 2 for the snacks. Team 578, Team 578, and pieced it together. Great first round. So much game to go. We're going to get right on into round number 2. But first, we host private events, and we would absolutely love to put something together for you, whether you're looking for a personal gathering like a birthday party or perhaps a corporate event. We'd really like to work with you, and you can reach out to me directly. I am the person who puts these things together, and there's my email address, meredith@nyctrivialeague.com. I'd love to hear from you. Round 2, let's get into it. It is in the topic of Trivial Pursuit wedges. Here's how this round is going to work. It will feature questions in a variety of trivia categories, as in the board game Trivial Pursuit. Here's number 1, Blue Wedge, Geography. What rift lake found in southern Siberia is the deepest lake in the world? Due to its great depth, it also happens to be the largest freshwater lake in the world, not by surface area, but all things included. Lake Baikal, the world's deepest lake. Lake Baikal. 66% of you got that one right. On to our second Trivial Pursuit wedge. We've got a pink wedge for entertainment. What 1987 Arnold Schwarzenegger movie based on a Stephen King novel written under his pseudonym Richard Bachman has an upcoming 2025 adaptation directed by Edgar Wright and starring Glenn Powell? That Stephen King novel that's been made into a movie twice now is The Running Man. Your correct response for number 2. 55% of you got that one right. Question number 3, Yellow Wedge for history. What social reformer and women's rights activist was depicted on the US $1 coin beginning in 1979? First depicted on the dollar coin in 1979, it was Susan B. Anthony. Your correct answer for number 3. 82% of you coming in with a correct response on that one. Question number 4, green wedge for science and nature. What type of proteins act as catalysts on molecules called substrates to increase the rate of a chemical reaction without being changed by the reaction themselves? What do you call those proteins? Those are called enzymes. Your correct response for number 4. A little tougher, but well done to that 53% of you who pulled off a correct response for that one. Question number 5. We've got an orange wedge for sports and leisure. What current head coach of the North Carolina Tar Heels football team recently filed a trademark for the term gold digger along with his girlfriend Jordan Hudson in the hopes of creating a jewelry line? The variety of spellings coming in is vast. Only a couple people spelled this name in the same way. And those of you who didn't know wrote things like someone who's clearly terrible and some gross guy. Your correct answer is Bill Belichick. 71% of you knew that one. Question number 6, we've got a purple wedge for arts and literature. In 2018, what English artist's painting Portrait of an Artist Pool with Two Figures sold at auction for $90 million, making it the most expensive artwork by a living artist? This one happened to be my hint of the night on Instagram. If you follow me at Trivia Meredith, then you would have known that at some point this evening, the artist David Hockney would be coming up. It appears as though some of you do follow me. I know you do. Helped you out with that one. 82% of you got it right. Or perhaps you're just Hockney heads out there. He does make some nice paintings. Follow me if you don't already at Trivia Meredith. I'll help you out a little bit next time you play with us. Our next quiz coming up 1 week from today. You can find us back here on Wednesday, October 1st at 8 o'clock Eastern time, right here at quiz.nyctrivialeague.com. Hope you'll join us then. For those of you who are the movie quiz players, which I hope most of you are, there is no movie quiz tonight, but you can check out at Trivia Man on Instagram to make sure that you're up to date on his schedule for the movie quiz. Back to round number 2. We're talking Trivial Pursuit wedges. Here's question number 7. Green wedge, science and nature. What P word is used to describe an animal's body part that has been adapted for grasping, like an elephant's trunk or a monkey's tail? Dusk Spear, thanks for your honesty. You've never played Trivial Pursuit. Look, this is basically the game. You pick cards, you roll dice, and you get wedges of different colors if you get the question correct. Like this one, that P word for a type of animal body part that's used for grasping. It is a prehensile body part, prehensile tail, prehensile trunk. Well done. Question number 8. Pink wedge for entertainment. Who portrays former amateur wrestler and MMA fighter Mark Kerr in the 2025 movie The Smashing Machine? Portraying MMA fighter Mark Kerr in The Smashing Machine, it is Dwayne Johnson. 63% of you got that one right. So we've got 2 questions left in this Trivial Pursuit themed round. Here's number 9. Orange wedge for sports and leisure. In September 2025, the New York Times Games introduced what new logic game named for the dots found on dominoes? You all playing this one? It's new. It's fun. Sometimes a little hard. See how fast you can do it. It's pips. Pips, your correct response for number 9. And our final question in round number 2. Purple wedge for arts and literature. The Beatrix Potter character Jeremy Fisher, who lives in a slippy sloppy house, is what kind of animal? Living in a slippy, sloppy house by a pond, Jeremy Fisher is a frog. 45% of you got that one right, and it does bring us to the end of round number 2. Let's check in with our top teams at the halfway point of this evening's game. Right now, we've got a big tie in 6th place with 18 points between We Drink and We Know Things 12, 17, and 69. Why Not Zoidberg, Team 578. The Oslo Condition and Pieced It Together tied in 3rd with 19. The Teutonic Titwillows, Team 578, and the Mountaineer. And we've got a two-way tie for the lead right now. These two teams, perfect scores thus far, 20 for 20. Barf, and 2 for the drinks, 2 for the snacks. Our third category tonight, we are talking all about FF. In this round, each correct answer will be 2 words that each start with the letter F. Here's question number 1. Here We Go Again was one of the taglines for what 2025 movie sequel about mother and daughter Tess and Anna? Looking for the name of the 2025 movie. Being particular on this one, folks. It's the sequel name we were looking for. It's Freakier Friday. Freakier gives us that FF, Freakier Friday. How'd you do? Quite well, 55%, over half. Question 2. Fast Money is the name of the bonus round that concludes each episode of what long-running game show? We did it, everybody. For the first time tonight, every single team who submitted got this one correct. Your correct answer here is Family Feud. Question number 3. New York State has instituted bell-to-bell restrictions on smartphones in K through 12 schools, with what green monster serving as the mascot for the initiative? New Yorkers, you got a leg up on this one. Thinking hard. Remember the theme. Look, I may convert this one into a multiple choice question for its future life. Y'all are giving me ideas. Phone Free Freddy, like that one. Focus Frog. Friendly Fred. What else we got? Friendly Freddy, Phone Free Freddy, Frankenphone. Your correct answer, Frankie. Focus is his name. Super tough. 24% of you got it right, which tonight was 9 teams. Well done to those 9 teams. Thanks for the feedback on this one. No, it's hard. Number 4, Warrior of Light. Warriors of Light, who carry their world's elemental crystals, are recurring characters in what role-playing video game franchise? That role-playing game is Final Fantasy. 66% coming in with a correct answer there. Question number 5 in this FF themed round. What is the stage name of rapper William Drayton Jr., who starred on several VH1 reality shows, including Strange Love and The Surreal Life? Going on to also star on the show, Flavor of Love. It's Flavor Flav. Your correct response for number 5. Question number 6. What English novelist wrote thrillers like The Day of the Jackal, The Odessa File, and The Dogs of War? Few toughies in this round. Quite a few of you knew this one. Some of you even knew him by his shortened name, Fred. Maybe you know him personally. It's Frederick Forsyth, the late Frederick Forsyth. 53% of you got it right. 4 more questions in this FF round. What comedian and actor known for her appearances on Chelsea Lately and The Mindy Project is currently on the road with her Taking Care of Biscuits comedy tour? That person is the very funny Fortune Feemster. Another tough one. Well done to that 39% of you who got it right. Question 8. What is the full name of the green-haired animated character of few words who's the stepbrother and inventing partner of Phineas? Another tough one. Well done to the 11 teams who got this one right. Counterpart to Phineas, his name is Ferb. Ferb Fletcher is your correct answer for number 8. Question number 9. After the departure of what actor at the end of season 1 of Charlie's Angels, Cheryl Ladd stepped into a role in the title trio? That actor who left Charlie's Angels as a full-time cast member after season 1 is Farrah Fawcett. And our final question in round number 3. Anglers who invest in chest-high waders, a hand net, and an ultra-lightweight artificial lure are gearing up to participate in what sport? Wrapping up this round on an excellent note, every single team knew it's fly fishing. That does bring us to the end of round number 3, and we've got one category left in this evening's game. Before we head into that final round, let's see how it's going. We've got a tie in 8th with 27 between Smarty, Party of 1, and Pieced It Together, tied in 3rd with 28. We Drink We Know Things, 12, 17, and 69, as well as the Oslo Condition and the Mountaineer. And in a tie for the top spot, perfect scores thus far, 30 for 30. We've got Barf and 2 for the drinks, 2 for the snacks. It all comes down to this final category here tonight, the picture round, which this evening is in the topic of famous Australians. In this round, you are going to see 10 images of famous individuals who are from Australia. Your goal is to identify each person for 1 point. On your answer sheet, inside of each image, you'll find a number from 1 through 10. And underneath those 10 numbered images, you're going to find 10 numbered blanks. Enter in the name of the person on the corresponding numbered blank. You've got 5 minutes to work on this round, everybody. I'll check in with you at the halfway point. Once we get to the end of the round, we will move on to our tiebreaker question to close out the game. Let's do it, everybody. Please name these 10 famous people from Australia. We are halfway through this picture round. Hope it's going well for you all. 2 minutes and 30 seconds left on the clock, and we'll see how well you did at identifying these here Australians. Don't forget the tiebreaker coming up after that. Good luck, everybody. We've done it. We have reached the end of that 5 minutes. I'm going to get that countdown timer started. Make sure you click submit if you haven't done so already. I've got some answers for you all. Famous Australians, our theme for this picture round. Image number 1, it is Hugh Jackman. Image number 2, that is Rebel Wilson. Number 3, we've got Simon Baker. Image number 4 is Keith Urban. Number 5 is Sia. Number 6 is Bindi Irwin. Number 7, that is Jacob Elordi. Number 8 is Miranda Kerr. Number 9, that is Kylie Minogue. And image number 10 is Iggy Azalea. Let's see how you did. The easiest one of the round, with everybody getting it correct, as previously noted, was Hugh Jackman. The toughest one of this round, with 41% of teams getting it right, is Miranda Kerr. That does bring us to the end of our quiz and onto our tiebreaker question. As always, your tiebreaker is going to have a number as an answer, and your goal as you place your response to the tiebreaker is to guess as closely as you can to the correct number, meaning, yes, you can guess over, yes, you can guess under. If you're part of a tie, whoever is closest is going to break that tie. Here it is, your final question. How much money in USD did the 2024 movie Deadpool and Wolverine earn at the worldwide box office in total? We're talking domestic plus international. If your team ended up in a tie, and you're in the top 15 or so teams here this evening, we will post the results of this tiebreaker over on our Instagram at NYC Trivia League. So keep an eye out to see what happened over there. Reminder, folks, we'll be back 1 week from today with our next game. That will be on Wednesday, October 1st at 8 o'clock Eastern Time, right here at quiz.nyctrivialeague.com. I hope very much that you will join us then. 7 seconds on the clock, and we'll find out what the answer is to this tiebreaker. Deadpool and Wolverine at the worldwide box office. How much did it earn in total? So much money. $1 billion. $1,338,071,348 is your correct answer. Thank you to those of you who stuck around and submitted a tiebreaker response. So let's see what ended up happening with our scores here tonight by heading on over to the winner's circle. Congratulations to our top teams here tonight, finishing up the game in 18th place with 27 points. The question marks. In 17th with 28, Team Nidhogg. In 16th with 30, Why Not Zoidberg. In 15th place with 31, The Rubber Yolks. In 14th with 32, Chi-Chi's Forever. Tied in 12th with 33, the Teutonic Titwillows, and the Cheese Stands Alone. In 11th with 35 points, we've got Team 578. Tied in 9th with 36, Team 578, and pieced it together. In 8th place tonight with 37 points, Smarty Party of One. Tied in 3rd with 38 points, We Drink and We Know Things 12. We Drink and We Know Things 17. We Drink and We Know Things 69. The Oslo Condition and the Mountaineer. Finishing up in 2nd place tonight with 39 points, Barf. And our winners tonight, the only team to pull off a perfect 40 for 40. Congratulations go to 2 for the drinks, 2 for the snacks. Thank you all so much for being here. I have been Meredith from NYC Trivia League and Quiz Night America. Thank you to Peter and the rest of the writing team for helping to put together tonight's game. Thank you to Cullen for making this possible. And thank you to Murr and the rest of the Rizzio team for creating the software that you all played this quiz on tonight. It's been a pleasure hosting for you all. I hope very much to see you on Wednesday, October 1st. Until then, be well, everybody, and I hope